Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a but first coffee. I don't have any coffee again. Today has been super crazy. For drinks I am doing just some blue Powerade. It's my favorite, the Mountain Berry Blast. I had about this much and I did add about half water. So this is considered light, isn't it? So today, just like a normal Friday, as I thought, okay? And honestly, nothing really happened. I literally stayed in bed for a while. I went to the gym. I went to go eat. Came home. Didn't do anything. My brother comes home from work. He usually gets home by like 4:30ish or whatever. And we didn't honestly know what we wanted to do today because we usually kind of drive out, just do whatever. He drove and like we usually take turns. So we went to Scooter's Coffee because first of all, their freaking mango smoothies, fruit and cream smoothies, are so bomb. My brother was like, oh, my friend dropped his Sena, I think it's what it's called. It's basically like a Bluetooth thing for your helmet so you can like listen to music or something like that. I'm not sure, but basically you kind of hook it onto the side of your helmet. He was like, yeah, he was on the freeway and he ended up dropping it, and it's somewhere on the freeway. So we were like, oh, okay. And what's really funny is last month or a month or two ago or a month and a half or whatever ago, my brother actually lost his headphones, and he lost it basically on the same highway, but it was on the other lane or like the other side. So like his car was going this way and then his friend went this way, you know? So he ended up dropping, my brother, he ended up dropping his on the other side, and I actually found it. I drove onto the highway, I went onto the fast lane, I used my hazard lights, and I parked there, and I just drove up slowly, and I ended up finding his headphones, but sadly they were broken. If you guys watched one of my vlogs, I'm not really sure which one it is, but I do show you guys like the headphones and everything, and that was a crazy time. So his friend ended up dropping it, and we were like, oh, okay, let's go find it, since pretty good at finding things. So we drove onto that highway and we like got onto the side, and he said that he was on the right lane, so we parked on the right outer lane where we put our hazards on and everything like that. And so we parked there, and my brother and I were like, okay, let's split up, because we both knew what the thing was. So we both split up. My brother went forward, I went backwards, so there were a lot of cars coming towards me. Super scary. These cars are coming really fast.
Gosh, look what I'm doing. I'm trying to look for something. This is so scary. Guys, I'm chilling on a highway right now.
They were going like 60 to 70, 80, whatever miles. So it was really crazy. But I ended up going like backwards. And so I just kept going, couldn't find anything. And my brother ended up finding it like before. So it was cool. We found it and we were so shocked. It was kind of like scraped, but it wasn't like anything like, oh no, it's like for real broken. I'm pretty sure it still works. Like the sound on it isn't that great, but I'm pretty sure it still works, which is great and awesome. We're like, Dean, look at us, like we make such a great team and everything like that.
So the struggle is real because my brother's not home, so I'm not able to get the footage, but I do still have a Snapchat, so I am going to show you guys his Snapchat.
So I'm standing out here on the freeway or highway. Walking. Holy shit, it's scary. Michael dropped something on this freeway at Sena so we can talk, and I'm out here looking for it. Look at that, I found it. Holy shit, now I gotta get out of here. Holy shit. Let's go.
Okay, so that's the thing that we lost that I was talking to you guys about.
Here is the next story. I usually park my car under this place where we have a lot of plants around it, so my dad likes to water them. And he usually, which I did not know, okay, he usually puts his keys on my freaking car, and I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, oh my gosh. And like I was looking at my car and you could see all these little scratches and everything. And he puts his keys on my car, and he was doing a bunch of stuff today. Like, he was going down to the basement, doing this, that, whatever. And I was in the house, didn't know. I went outside and I took my car. My brother decided to go, my brother wanted to go back to his friend's house that he lost the Senna. Because he has a dog named Sophie. Is such a cute dog. And so we took Jasmine over there to go hang out. So when we got in the car, like before like going over to his friend's house, we got in the car, I started it, whatever, and I drove off. And I live kind of like right off the freeway type thing, so I can get on really easily. But right when I turned up there and I like went full on gas, I was going like maybe 40 to 50 miles, I hear this clinking like and it like stopped, and I'm like, what is that? And my brother was just like, I didn't hear anything. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we drove, kept going, and then when I was at his friend's house, my dad was like, hey, I lost my keys. Did you look behind in the trunk? Because I might have left the keys on top of it and everything. And I'm like, oh, I told him I kind of did look, but I really didn't. And like, we were so scared because his car keys are on there, our house keys are on there, my mom's car keys are on there, and just everything like that. Finally, we ended up going home, so we went home, and he still couldn't find his keys. We were all looking for the keys and everything. We had little mini flashlights, which I was kind of annoyed of because I forgot I had this big light. I'll show you guys. This is what I usually film on, or like use to film. Yeah, it's like a bright light. Like, this is what you guys would be seeing, but thanks to this gorgeous light, you guys get some bright lighting. So yeah, I forgot I had this, but I just used a small little light, and we were going backing up the alley. I do live in an alley, sort of like the parking is, but like we were going back and forth up the alley and everything. Couldn't find it there. We checked where my car was, we checked where his car was, my mom's car, and everything like that. Checked the freaking trash can, okay? Not the trash can, the recycling bin, sorry. And I was like, gross. My brother and I ended up walking around just in case like the keys were on my car. Let's walk to like towards the freeway. We get up towards the freeway and everything, and my brother is at this point, he's freaking Snapchatting like, oh, we're out here on our second like scavenger hunt.
Alright, I'm out here again looking for something lost. My dad lost his keys somewhere. Could have put on a car. He could have put it on the back of my sister's trunk, and when we drove, it probably fell off, so we're walking down the street looking for it. Oh shit, look, we found it. It was in the... Look. It was on the way to the freeway. 2 things found today. Okay, so if you guys lost something, we got you.
Hit us up.
You can pay us, we'll find it.
I like ended up seeing it, and I'm like, oh shit, it's really there. So it was on the floor, like right next to the freeway, like literally when you're going down, like basically where I heard the little clink clink clank, that's where it dropped. That thing was like kind of smashed, sort of. They weren't necessarily jacked up. A bunch of the keys up top where you could put it through the key ring, those were gone, so they were just kind of sitting there. We ended up finding it, and I was super happy about that. And it was really funny because Joey and Vanessa were like, like, do you always keep losing things and things like that? I thought it was funny. My brother was gonna leave again, like he just left a couple minutes ago, but he forgot his wallet, and then he ended up losing his Senna thingy, like for his motorcycle helmet and everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, here's another scavenger hunt. But we ended up finding it under a bunch of things. So yeah, but that was honestly how crazy my day is. Thankfully, this day is almost done because I am so tired. That was my story. I really hope it entertained you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.